Top 10 Coolest Porsches Ever Made. From designing the world's first fully electric vehicle to creating a company that is worth billions of dollars, it's safe to say that Porsche is one of the leaders in the automotive industry. This company has produced some of the coolest cars in history. Is it even possible to narrow this long list down to a top 10? There are so many incredible Porsche models, but in this video, you'll see the top 10 coolest Porsches ever made. Keep watching because each one is even cooler than the last, and the final one on the list will leave you awestruck. Number 10. The 911 Carrera Rarest 2.7. This is the first car on the list, and with good reason. The Carrera RS is arguably one of the coolest Porsche cars ever made. This one started the transformation of the 911s from amazing road cars to one of the greatest track vehicles in history. Some believe it's the greatest 911 of all time, and it certainly is one of the most magnificent road cars ever built. Introduced to the world during the Paris Motor Show in October 1972, this car's engine was designed with larger bores to create a beefier torque curve, an unmistakable throaty growl, and add to an unbelievable driving experience. Number 9. The Porsche 962 and 962C. This sleek Porsche design was developed in 1984 by Norbert Singer, a German engineer that has contributed greatly to the overall success of the Porsche brand. The 962 is powered by a uniquely designed air-cooled turbocharged flat six. It has a top speed of 217 miles per hour and an impressive power output of 680 horsepower. Its predecessor is the 956, another amazing Porsche car that will be making its way onto this list. Both cars have won 7 times at Le Mans, as well as several other races. The design of the 962C is based on the 956, but with a much longer wheelbase which provides better ride quality, improved steering, and an all-around exceptional driving experience. Number 8. The 1989 Porsche 911 3.2 Carrera CS. This car was produced from 1987 to 1989. It has an air-cooled flat-six engine with a 3.2-liter capacity. The Carrera CS can achieve a top speed of 154 miles per hour and has a power output of 231 brake horsepower. It's one of the most legendary Porsche cars ever created. The car is connected to a Getrag G50 close-ratio 5-speed manual transmission. The Carrera CS provides an exhilarating driving experience that can only be found in a few other vehicles. It's a lightweight sports car with 209 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800 RPM. With an impressive amount of weight savings and suspension that was track biased, this 911 was ready for the oval straight from the dealership. It was a purpose-built 911 for the track day enthusiast. Number 7. The Porsche 356. As the saying goes, you never forget your first. The Porsche 356 was the first car made by the prestigious car brand. It was the car that brought Porsche into the limelight of the automotive industry. Produced in 1948 and designed by Erwin Commenda, many auto enthusiasts and racers have deemed the 356 unfit for the sports car title due to its relatively low horsepower. However, the beefed-up engines that were added to the 356C completely changed that narrative. These engines breathed new life into the classic 356. The 356C has also been ranked among the top sports cars of the 1960s by Sports Car International. The 356 is often praised for its VW Beetle bathtub styling and set a standard that cannot easily be forgotten. This car provided the blueprint for what a modern sports vehicle should aspire to be. It's lightweight and incredibly rigid and praised for its reliability. But the most important aspect of the 356 is what it meant for the Porsche brand. It helped Porsche establish a reputation as a reliable automaker in the industry. Number 6. The Porsche 956. The 956 was also designed by Norbert Singer. It was built in 1983 and was initially created to compete in the FIA World Sports Car Championship. A year after it was built, the Porsche 956 set a record that lasted for 35 years. Stefan Veloff lapped the over 12-mile Nürburgring Ring in 6 minutes 11.13 seconds. This record remained intact until it was surpassed in 2018 by Timo Bernhard, who drove a Porsche 919 Evo. Over the years, the 956 has undergone several enhancements. In 1984, it was upgraded to the 956B, which was a full work specification car. The 956 and the 956B have many similarities, but their main difference is the Bosch Motronic engine management. This engine made it possible for more precise ignition and fuel injection, which led to higher efficiency efficiency and more power. The 956 has a power output of 620 brake horsepower and can go up to 218 miles per hour. The last time this car was on a racetrack, it was driven to victory by Jost Racing in the 1986 WEC season. Number 5. The Porsche 550 Spyder. Produced in the early 1950s, the Porsche 550 Spyder was an incredible sports car that dominated the 1.1-liter and 1.5-liter classes. It was inspired by the 356, which is why it is sometimes referred to as the rebodied and quicker 356. The 550 Spyder made its debut in the 1953 Paris Auto Show. Since its debut, it has become a renowned vehicle in the automotive world. This car took low riding to a whole new level back in its time. The design of the car was extremely low, which increased its racing efficiency. It was so low that during the 1954 Mille Miglia, former German Formula One racer Hans Hermann drove it under closed railroad crossing gates. The 550 Spyder had many similarities to the 356, but above all else, it was a roadster. It had a small build with an open roof and a strong engine. Number 4. The Porsche 911R. This is a variation on the incredibly popular 911 Porsche. 991 is the internal name given to Porsche cars that are in their 7th generation of the 911 series. The 991 debuted on September 15th at the 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show. It was originally described as the replacement for the Porsche 997. The 991 has a slightly longer wheelbase when compared to the 997. This increase improves the quality of the ride and makes the luggage capacity more significant. This car is often regarded as the Fabergé egg within the Porsche collection circle. Its design, engine, and provided driving experience makes it one of the most desired cars in the industry. Number 3. The Porsche 935/78 Moby Dick. This is yet another car that has been added to the long list of Porsches designed by Norbert Singer. The Porsche 935 was the improved version of the Carrera RSR 2.1 turbo prototype. It was introduced to the world in 1976. This car was initially described as the factory racing version of the 911 or 930 turbo. It was developed under FIA Group 5 regulations. There are many versions of the 935, but the coolest one is the Porsche 935/78, also known as Moby Dick. Its nickname comes from the shape of the painted white body before its martini livery was put on. The long tail was added to achieve a low drag and shows you just how lenient the sports car racing rules were at the time. This car has a power output of 750 to 850 horsepower and an engine capacity of 3.2 liters. It can reach speeds of more than 227 miles per hour. Unfortunately, this masterpiece only finished a handful of races before heading to the museum. Number 2. The Porsche 959. Designed by Helmuth Bott and produced from 1986 to 1993, the 959 is truly a beauty to behold. This magnificent car has a power output of 444 horsepower, a twin-turbocharged flat-six engine, and a wheelbase of over 89 inches. With automatic adjustable suspension and all-wheel drive, this was Porsche's classic supercar. When the 959 was introduced to the world, it became the fastest street-legal production car. It has a top speed of 197 miles per hour, and in some cases, it can reach 211 miles per hour. The Porsche 959 was the first among the upcoming sports cars of its time. It was regarded as the most technologically advanced sports car during its manufacturing period. Even today, it is considered one of Porsche's engineering marvels. Some dare to even call it perfect. Number 1. The Porsche 911 RSR 2.14 Turbo. Powered by a flat-six engine limited to just 2.14 liters, the 911 RSR still has the power to compete with all other vehicles of its time. Porsche engineers installed a huge turbocharger that has the car producing 450 to 500 brake horsepower. This car was based on the RSR race car and can achieve a speed of up to 200 miles per hour. It was a purpose-built race car that played a unique role, serving as a test bed for Porsche to begin work on the first turbocharged 911s. As there are only 4 examples that were built in the 1974 Group 5 racing season, they are truly a rare sight to behold. Bonus car. The Porsche 918 Spyder. The bonus car for today is the ever-impressive 918 Spyder. This car was designed by Michael Maurer. The 918 Spyder is powered by a naturally aspirated V8 engine with a capacity of 4.6 liters. Porsche combined 2 electric motors with the 4.6-liter V8 engine to create a final mega power output of 887 horsepower and 944 foot-pound of torque. It is considered as an all-weather, all-wheel drive hypercar that you can daily drive while getting 30 miles to the gallon, or take to the local track day and scare any passenger that wants a ride. It is a beautiful sight to behold, especially with all the technology wrapped up in the vehicle that will be passed down to future generations of Porsches to come. Selecting the top 10 coolest Porsche cars ever was never going to be an easy task, but this video lists them all and even throws in a bonus car. Thanks for watching.